Good afternoon. This is Damian David with Healthcare Triangle. Welcome back to my week in review. This is week 15, July 20th, 2020. Pretty tough week, not just for me, but for a lot of people. So I'm going to keep this one short. Simply just going to do headlines, catch up to the latest and greatest for coronavirus and COVID-19. In lieu of talking to a colleague about things that we've seen or that we've been experiencing through COVID-19, I'm going to take you to and show you a new website that I discovered this week. I think it's pretty fascinating. Just a lot of different data and information around healthcare in general, especially around the coronavirus. So something that I'm going to leave a link to in the description of this video, just like I always do when I highlight things. And then I'm not going to be doing music this week. I'm going to take a week off. I've been doing lunch break coffee houses for, longer than I've been doing weekend reviews. I have a special one coming up, not this week, but next week. I think the kids are going to help me do something on Thursday and Friday. So be sure to come back and check out week number 16's music spot. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Headlines, again, Monday, July 20th, 2020. Yosemite National Park has discovered COVID-19 in its sewer system, and it's estimated that 170 people have been infected in the park. Well, Florida hit the news again this week. They keep peaking, over 10,000 new cases on a daily basis. The state's largest teachers union is suing Governor Ron Desantis to protest his plans to reopen schools in August. So we'll see if that has any impact, if he has to maybe close the schools down. We're not sure. And not to be outdone, Missouri governor claims that kids are going to get over it if they contract coronavirus from the reopening classrooms in Missouri. Let's see. As far as states that require masks to be worn in public spaces, let's count them. Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Alabama, Michigan, Kentucky, Arkansas, Louisiana, Illinois, Kansas, Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, California, Montana, Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii. That's about 28 of them there. States that don't require masks: Alaska, Idaho, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona, Wisconsin, Iowa, where I am, Nebraska, Utah, Oklahoma, Missouri, Indiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Ohio, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Vermont, and live free or die state of New Hampshire. So there we go. I expect to see that number of 28 requiring masks to go up in the next coming weeks as we continue to spike. Also masks required. Larger retail stores such as Walmart, Target, Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic, Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar, they're all deciding to make it required. If you come into the stores, you'll have to be wearing a mask. The Marine Corps Marathon cancels for the first time in its 45-year history, just indicating that perhaps the cases are definitely growing as far as COVID-19 related cases throughout the country. So please continue your diligence. And again, we're grateful to the energy and efforts and the risk that you put yourself and your families at for helping treat and care for the communities. So keep it up. Hope you have energy. Lastly, the stats. World confirmed cases this week are up to 14.6 million, whereas last week we were still at 12.9 million throughout the world. Of that, 8.2 million have recovered, whereas last week we were just up to 7 million recoveries. And globally, 608,000 deaths, up from 571,000 last week. Narrowing down just to the United States, confirmed cases are 3.9 million. We were sitting at 3.37 million a week ago. We've had 1.13 recoveries, whereas last week we hadn't even gotten to the million mark yet. We were just sitting at 989,000 recoveries. Deaths are up to 140,000 in the U.S., whereas last week we were just up to 137,000. So there's the stats. There we are. All right, as I mentioned before, no video call with any friends this week. I'm giving them a break. Instead, I want to show you my new favorite website. So if I scroll down, I can get down to the coronavirus COVID-19 part of the website here. Everything from biweekly confirmed COVID-19 cases to daily total confirmed COVID-19 deaths per million, daily new estimated deaths due to COVID-19, daily versus total confirmed COVID-19 cases per million people. If I take a look, daily tests versus daily new confirmed cases per million. Here's where I can go in here and I can select countries. So obviously I'm interested in seeing the United States. I might want to also make sure that I'm taking a look at Philippines, Czech Republic, France, Greece, Russia, Canada, Turkey, Croatia, Italy, Colombia, Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, United Kingdom. Okay, let me just select those right now. And as I do that, I click back out. This is where we actually lay out across these different metrics here. So we can see the United States. We have more cases and more daily tests than a lot of other countries out there. And that makes sense. We're kind of spiking at this point, but we can see where we fall into it here. As I click on those, it brings us to the table, the sources. We can download this information. Really fascinating. Again, ourworldindata.org/charts. Another area that I think is fascinating is which countries do COVID-19 contact tracing. Okay, I mean, the United States is on here, but it's limited, only some cases. Whereas the most comprehensive tracing all cases is Russia, China, Mongolia, India, Australia, Mali, Mauritania. So this is just a quick, nice, easy way to answer these questions for you. It's all available to you with a couple of clicks of the mouse here. Another chart that I always thought was interesting to look at is this international travel controls during the COVID-19 pandemic. So when I highlight this, total border closure all the way down to no measures at all. So, you know, along the way, screening, quarantine from high-risk regions, beyond on high-risk regions. Okay, so not just the U.S. is doing this, but, you know, your Russias, your Canada, your Australias, etc. And one last one that I'll kind of zero in on, and then I'll just leave it to you to go to the website and the link here and check it out yourselves. The one thing I found fascinating here was the cancellation of public events during COVID-19 pandemic. And as I take a look at this, the countries that are required cancellations are highlighted in darker red. Recommended cancellations are a little bit lighter in nature, and then no measures in the blue countries. There you have it. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Check it out. It's worth 5 to 100 minutes a day looking at this stuff. Today, I've promised myself I'll only take 20 minutes. So maybe tomorrow I'll get a full hour in before work. All right. Well, there you have it. Hope you had a good week. I look forward to next week. Again, I'm not leaving you with music this time. Next week, a special one. I have the kids helping me. So have a great week. Take care and see you next week.